What's up guys, welcome back to my video. Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt from the last video because I just recorded the last video because quarantine and I got nothing else to do. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. The last video I made was, I don't know, I think when I shaved my face. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't know. A lot of things happened since my last update video of me being on T, and I should probably be better about it, but I just can't say that I will be. I mean, it's just who I am as a person, I guess. I don't know. I digress. So you guys know the coronavirus hit and everything like that. So I was away from like my camera for like basically 3 weeks, and then I just didn't record a video until now because I didn't really feel like I had anything to update about it, honestly. So here I am doing my 6 month. I'm just gonna skip 5 and just here's my 6 months. I don't know if that's a thing. Like, do people not make miss a monthly update because they don't feel like anything happened in that month? Like, I don't know. Should I start like doing every 2 months? I don't know. But so 6 months. First things first, you know, get the voice comparison. Also, I don't exactly have a recording of my voice at 5 months. I do have a video of when I went to the aquarium, so I can kind of put the end of that clip in there and see how that works. But it may not be that great. So there's that.
My name is Drake, and this is my voice 2 minutes after taking my T shot. My name is Drake, and this is my voice 2 weeks on T. Hey, my name is Drake, and this is my voice 3 weeks on T. Hey, my name is Drake, and this is my voice 1 month and 7 days on T.
Hey, my name is Drake, and this is my voice 2 months on T. Here's the 1, 2. Look at that. Milk and honey. Why is that one upside down? Hey, my name is Drake, and this is my voice 6 months on T. The last video I made where I did an update and I went back and listened to my voice comparison, all of a sudden I was literally like, who the like, who was that? I don't know. The voice gods blessed me, I feel, and I'm only at 6 months, so it's only gonna get deeper. But either way, that's not the point of the video. I'm rambling. It's my channel. I can say what I want. I don't know. Don't know if I said that. That might have been the previous video I made, but my face is shiny because of the minoxidil I've been using. I may make a video on that, and just because, why not? Just to see a progress thing. Or maybe I won't. I don't know, but that's why my face is shiny. So first things first, let's start from head to toe. My face is, I feel like it is definitely changing. It's like rounding out or shaping out. I don't know. It seems like I'm at the point where my face is getting like round. I know that like when you're on T, your face in like the water retention moves a lot. So sometimes your face looks like it's like puffier in certain areas, because like some days it's not like that and other days it is. So I think it's just that's still happening right now. Another change I noticed is my eyebrows have definitely gotten thicker. I was not blessed with like the superior eyebrows, and because of T, they're thickening up, especially this one. This one's straggling, but it's coming along. This one definitely came along. So there's also that. I feel like my hair texture changed a little bit. I don't know, it could be the stuff I'm using now, but like the past almost week and a half, my hair texture has changed. I'm not gonna show because, for one, that's pointless, and 2, I need to line myself up. So I'm gonna keep this hat on for the rest of the video. My neck is definitely thicker, definitely thicker. I haven't really been working out. I was working out, but then when the coronavirus hit, like my motivation to work out kind of got, because you can't really go anywhere to work out with actual like weights and stuff. But I will be doing it again soon because I kind of really miss, like, I don't know, the burn I get when I work out. I know my shoulders did get a little bit bigger. I'm not wearing an Old Navy shirt. because I don't think I have one now. You know I do. Okay, so here's my Old Navy shirt. It does fit a little bit better than like before. It's still loose. It's definitely still a little bit big. That's just because I'm not really filling it out. And it's a medium, so I may never actually really fill it out because I'm not that big. Unless I just get super jacked. Can't say that I will, can't say that I won't, but you know, until then this shirt is bigger, so you know, it's not as bad as it was. You can still see my binder, so that's always great, you know. Another change that I noticed was that before I started T, I noticed that my arms were getting bigger. Not like in like muscle, but like I guess like fat or whatever, I don't know. And then like T started and like they slimmed down like immensely. Basically to the point where I can really feel like the veins in my arm on some days. Well, actually a lot of the time, at least just this arm. I know that's just a thing that happens, just whatever. Another thing I noticed is that my hands are definitely getting thicker. I feel like that's a weird thing to have noticed, but my hands have definitely gotten thicker, and I can say that because the ring that I usually wear on this finger here, it gets tight. It's hard to take off a lot of the time now, so I catch myself not wearing it because of that reason. That kind of sucks because I've had that ring since I was in like, I don't know how long, like what, 9th or 10th grade or something like that. I've had it a long time, so I didn't know that, you know, that would be too much of a difference, but it kind of is, especially like if I get hot or anything, like my fingers they just get thicker, so there's also that. Going down to my chest, I've noticed since, you know, no muscle, like huge muscle mass or anything, so we're not really much of a chest thing going on here. It's slowly, but nothing crazy. I did notice though that I am getting more chest acne, but I've kind of found a way to kind of help combat that because I do wear my binder. And I use called Chassis, which is like a powder that you would put on like, you know, your tiny dink. But I put it on my chest because it does help with my chest getting oily and breaking out. If I go down further, the happiest part of me starting T, besides my voice changing, was that my hips slimmed down. Holy crap, I'm like a whole new person. I was looking at it in the mirror last night and I was like, there's like, it's a little bit, like it's a little, but like you can't make the bone structure change really, but the fat redistribution, it's like gone. It's like, bye, no hips, don't need you. So yeah, that is a bird. It hit the tree. But yeah, so my fat redistribution for my hips has really like made me really happy because that was something I was very like dysphoric about like all of the time when I just saw myself in the mirror or a window walking to a door that was glass, not seeing my reflection. It just like instant dysphoria just like that. Another thing is my thighs slimmed down, but they got more muscular, and I noticed that as I go all the way down, my legs have always kind of been just like really little. I've always had just like really little legs anyway. They're not really little, but you know, little for like the average, I guess, leg in my family. I don't know. They've always been little, so they just slimmed down a little bit more, I guess. I know some guys on T say maybe their feet widen a little bit. I can't say that mine have. But at the same time, I can't say they haven't because I haven't really paid attention to it. My shoes don't really feel tight or anything like that. But, I mean, I'm only on 6 months. I guess it could happen. You know, fat does continue to redistribute, like, you know, constantly. So that's another thing that's happening. I noticed that my leg hair is just like, it's, there's a lot of it. There's a lot more leg hair. I have hair in places I was not expecting hair to grow. Like, you always hear, like, oh, they have hair in the butt crack or something like that. Which, yeah, I do. But I was not expecting hair to be, like, in the back of my thigh, because I never had hair there. And it's not, like, fuzzies. It's, like, they're getting, like, coarser and thicker hairs back there on both of my thighs. So that was interesting when that started happening. I don't usually like to talk about it just because that was like an instant like dysphoria like in my life. But as you guys know, I call it my red devil, which I don't really call it the red devil often. I usually just call it the devil. But either way, your red devil, which I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, I hope that doesn't trigger anyone. I haven't had that since February, since I upped my dosage to 0.5. It just never came back. So I haven't had that since then. That's probably the best. That's over everything for me. That's like over my voice changing that I haven't had that. So that is really good for me also. Oh, okay. Here's another change. We're gonna call him I don't know if I want to say because I have family that watch these videos. So this is the part of the video. I think it's funny that people do this, and I feel like I really need to now. But this is the part of the video where if you guys don't want to know, you can either skip ahead. I'll put a timer where you can skip ahead to, or just just don't watch the rest of the video if you don't want to. And if you continue watching the rest of the video, okay. But I'm gonna put this on here anyway because it's my channel. Drake Jr. Drake Jr. is doing great. Drake Jr. grew. This is really weird for me to put on the internet, but I'm going to anyway because this is for me to look back on. But Drake Jr. is he's grown. He's doing good, and wow, I'm not even gonna cut this out. This is a little awkward though. I don't really know what to say. He's just hanging out, He's definitely bigger, and he just does what he wants to do. In the shower, he's happiest, and not because anything weird. Just because I think it's like the heat or something in there. I don't know. It just whatever. So I don't really know how to talk about that without it being awkward. So that's all I'm really gonna say about it, to be honest. I don't even know if I want to keep this in the video, but I think I might. So let's see. Anything else that I've noticed as far as it changed? I can't say that like my binder has really like started to feel too like tight for like muscle change. Maybe some days, some days not. I know it's because my back did get a little bit like more muscle, I guess. I think, oh, okay, hunger had it peaked and then it like went down, and then I think it went up again. And I guess now that I'm on quarantine, I'm not really doing anything to be hungry, so I'm just not that hungry. I did have like my first, I guess I wouldn't call it my first. I got extremely upset one day, and it wasn't even something that was, it just happened. I think I was hungry and I hadn't really eaten that much, and I was in the car and I just got, it was the rudest thing ever. Roid rage and road rage, like just together, just you basically turn into the Hulk. And you just got cut off, and then they slowed down too. Everything in me was literally about to like open the car door. Shouldn't have, because we were still moving, but or go out the window. But that happened. I haven't really had one of those moments often, so that was a thing. My facial hair, I don't really have a lot, but it's growing again slowly. Like it is. I shaved a few weeks ago. It did take like about, I think, maybe I'll give myself like, let's say in a week of shaving, it did start to get like fuzzy again, and now I think it's been 2 weeks and a few days, and like the hairs are like longer. I can feel them, like just not even touching my face. I can feel like one really long one here, and then like my mustache is just little. can't really tell because it's very, very short. I have to get like super close on the camera to do that, and I just don't want to right now, to be honest. I do want to wait a little bit longer anyway, because it hasn't been a month since I shaved, so I do want to wait until like maybe almost a month before I take more pictures of how my facial hair grew, because the day I shaved was the same day I started minoxidil too. So I'm just trying to see how that will look in like the next few weeks. I think that may be it for like my physical changes. I think one change I have noticed is that my energy levels are usually pretty good. I'm not just like obnoxiously tired. I never really was before, but I'm not really now. I also can say that my mood is pretty great majority of the time now. Like, I'm just usually always in a really good mood, really for just like no reason. I mean, I wake up in a good mood, so that's just normal for me. It always has been, but like I'm usually just in like a really good mood. Like, I don't know what it is. I know it has to be tea, right? But I'm usually just in a good mood now. I guess I could say I don't really worry so much about certain things. I've never really been too big of a worrier. But I guess when it comes to like a testosterone, like mental change, I would say I do tend to compare my transition to other people's transition a little bit more than I did when I first started, because when I first started I was just happy to have started, and now that I'm 6 months on, I'm just like comparing my transition to like other people who may be like 5 months, and like you can definitely see that their facial hair is growing in or something like that, which isn't good, but I try not to do it as much. I've also noticed that like mentally I've heard it plenty of times, but I just didn't care. But this testosterone does not take out dysphoria at all. It will definitely help, but doesn't take it out. So that's something that I am trying to be cautious of, and not trying to think on that too often. But yeah, I think that might be it for like an emotional change, because let's see, I have seen that some people say they like lose their patience, or they just don't have the patience for things anymore. And that's not the same for me, because I've always been a really patient person. I have patience, so I still have patience. I have noticed a mental thing that I do. I don't know if it's a mental, but it is a thing that I do, where when I'm talking to someone who heard my voice before I started tea, I have the tendency to try and bring my voice back up, I guess to make them feel more comfortable. I don't know if like that's a thing that other people do, and I'm trying to work on it, because apparently if I don't do that, I guess I sound monotone or like I have an attitude. So I'm working on that. I don't know if that's a mental thing or what, but that's a change that I noticed, so I'm working on that. But now I really do think like that's it though. Like I don't think I have any more changes. Yeah, pretty sure I got everything that I wanted to say in this video. Let's hope that like the next one in May will actually be one. Yeah, if there were any changes that I forgot to put in here, I'll add one in the 7 months or something like that. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it's not too long or awkward. But I'll see you guys for these type of videos in May. So yeah, peace out.